Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome to OzConnect, our Christmas edition. And we are going to discuss Christmas in Oz. And that's not a story as far as I'm aware, but more the Oz references. So I'll start on that one, guys. And Christmas in Oz for me, particularly in the UK, is the MGM Wizard of Oz used to be, and still is on some of the satellite channels, shown every year on BBC One. Either on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. So it was my way of catching it quite regularly. So although it doesn't feel festive, a movie, it always makes me think of Christmas as well, because it was my regular go-to movie. And I will often dig out the DVD or the Blu-ray and watch it around about the holiday season. Do you guys have any kind of Aussie Christmas things to think about, Mr. Chase?
Well, one thing that I really love about the Wicked book by Gregor Maguire is that there is a holiday celebrated in Oz in his world called Lurlinmas. And Lurleen, I think most people worth their weight in salt when it comes to Oz things know who that is. But in the Wicked years, she's actually attributed to a similar kind of holiday to Christmas, and I just always thought that was really interesting that even a book that's based on a movie that's based on a book could still parallel, our world to the world of Oz.
Cool, yeah, because literally in the Oz books, Baum references that she is the creator of Oz and is almost a goddess of the forest, and is responsible for Ozma. Depending on different adaptations, the story does change a little bit. Lurleen isn't covered very much, but she is referenced, so it's cute that they kind of, Maguire does segue that in with his Oz books as well. I think it's a good use of the mythology. Mm-hmm. Erica, Christmas time for you, and any Oz references that you can think of?
For me, it's all about Life and Adventures of Santa Claus. This book by L. Frank Baum has been retold through media a surprisingly amount of times, given that it's not a very well-known book. Rankin and Bass did a stop motion special back in the 60s or 70s. Mm-hmm. And it was like one of their last specials. And I remember seeing maybe a glimpse of it when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. There's also a Japanese version, I think, called The Kidnapped Santa Claus, mm-hmm. Which is also the name of the short story version of Life and Adventures. There is also back in 2000, which was, by that time I was alive and about 10 years old, there was sorry, that was Dottie. She, back in hang on, Dottie, come on, knock it off. She hears someone coming in. She heard someone come home. Okay, let me start over. Then by 2000, by that time I was alive for 10 years. So, and there was another adaptation of Life and Adventures, and it was animated, like just 2D animation. Mm-hmm. And it was aired a lot in December on Cartoon Network. And it was actually pretty decent. I enjoyed it. Even though it wasn't really made by a big company like, say, Disney, mm-hmm. or Fox. So, and it wasn't until I was older, like about an adult, I learned about the Baum book, and I read what it was about. And I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds like the movie I watched on Cartoon Network when I was 10. That was based on a book?
Oh, so you saw it out of order and didn't realize the Oz reference then perhaps at that point in time?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty neat. Yeah, that Life and Adventures of Santa Claus, one of two stories that L. Frank Baum wrote about Santa Claus, and also Santa Claus from those books does appear as a character in The Road to Oz, L. Frank Baum's fifth Oz book, and is a big part of the celebration of Ozma's birthday and takes quite a big role during the banquet scenes. Yeah, I really need to see the animated versions of the L. Frank Baum Life and Adventures of Santa Claus. I think it is great that some more of his work gets aired, but I don't think people often know that his link to Santa, that book, and the Oz world, I think people are probably unaware of it in a lot of instances.
Right. And another actually adaptation I think is worth mentioning is Chronicles of Oz. Last year, Aaron Toman did a really good adaptation for his podcast. And I think, and for an hour special, I think that was a really good adaptation as well.
Yeah, so I'll put a link down below for Aaron's version of that. And we also did a version in 6 parts last year with Raymond Wall, who's been playing Santa Claus for many a year, and I will link below because all those parts together in one feature for this Christmas as well. So yeah, I wish there was more Christmas-based Oz stories as well, but I think we do have a nice bit of linkage in there. What are you guys doing for Christmas this year?
Probably what we normally do.
And what's that?
Presents in the morning, my dad making pancakes, and then having a nice big dinner later.
Cool. Mr. Chase?
I'll be traveling to my parents' house, visiting them. Actually, both of my parents' houses, so I get 2 Christmases. Cool. Yeah, gonna visit with friends. Gonna go grave flowering. So it's one of my favorite things to do around the holidays is remember those that can't celebrate with us.
Oh, so explain that to me. I haven't heard that term before.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just what I do. Like whenever it's a holiday or something, I usually try to get flowers or do something to commemorate those who have gone before, because in the darkness of this holiday, like whether it be because of the sun not being very present in the sky, or just because of being away from those that you love the most, it's always nice that we recognize that this is the darkest part of the year, and it's going to get brighter.
Yeah.
Well, the original celebration of Yule was in part to celebrate that and the rebirth of the sun. So I can see that.
Good.
That's a really cool thing to do for us. With me and my husband, we tend to hibernate a lot on Christmas Day. We like to open presents in the morning. We have Christmas dinner. We often watch Doctor Who on Christmas Day. And we just like to do the same thing every year. But I'm hopeful for a much more full-on Christmas this year, because last year we were in a full lockdown in the UK. So it was the worst, most pants Christmas ever, because no one could do anything. And I will watch Wizard of Oz over the holidays, as I always do. And then we have plans to be away for New Year as well, in a little cottage down the road with some friends. So I guess it's a Merry Christmas from me to all of you guys. And when we come back in the new year, we'll have a lot more to talk about for the plans for OzCon in 2022. Back in person in Pomona, real people together in one room. Can't wait.
And happy holidays to all those who don't celebrate Christmas per se.
Feliz Navidad. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year. See you all real soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.